And welcome back to more Splatoon 2 Octo expansion. Last time we actually finally discovered all of the lines. Unfortunately skipping the Cucumber's final text. But this time we're gonna jump back into line F with, much to my dismay, Pop Alicia Station. Pop all the balloons before they escape. Why do I say dismay? Because this is actually my least favorite level. Like, this is legitimately my least favorite level, and you'll see why. If it's the one I'm thinking of, that is. I actually don't know if it's the one I'm thinking of. No, it is. It's totally the one I'm thinking of. It just looked darker for some reason. Like, the level looked darker. We have to rush and pop balloons. This level is stress incarnate. And I hate it. Even the music feels stressful to me. It feels like you have to rush. Also, getting hit is terrible because it slows down your movement. My biggest problem is just losing sight of where the balloons are going to be next. Like losing track of them. Like so. I'll hit that one up there, then hit this one, and that one. Now we have to kind of go back down, I want to say. Like that. Come on. I'm having trouble breaking that crate for some reason. Come back. Oh, we're screwed. With this movement speed, we're totally screwed, I think. Nope, we actually did first try. I don't know what I was worried about. Again, I think this is a case of I did this so many times on my first attempt. Yeah, I just have it kind of memorized, like muscle memory kicks back in. And just like that actually went really fast, that only took like a minute. What was I worried about? The O station, defeat enemies and get to the goal. So we have a lot of firepower here. There's a Hydra. There was a rapid blaster, or was it a range? It's a rapid. And we've got a squiffer. I hate all of these weapons, to tell the truth, so we're gonna go rapid blaster. It's the least of the three evils. Do we have curlings? We don't. Shoot. Oh, that's a problem. That was a lot of little enemies. That's a lot of enemies. It is definitely a trap. Yeah, that went so smoothly. Again, I chalk it up to just having done that so many times on my first run. That just went super fast. Because I kind of knew where the balloons were going to spawn ahead of time. Like, doing that blind is not fun, I find. Highly mobile enemy ahead. Get ready. Yeah, I'm really glad I didn't choose the squiffer now. Dealing with these guys. The range blaster, or the rapid blaster, at least you don't have to be dead on, obviously. Okay, let's take this rail. So, launch pad is up and running, but it's a matter of getting to the launch pad, so we're gonna take another little trip down here. To just kind of loop around. Try to outmaneuver. Final checkpoint already, you may be saying. Oh boy. You're in for a treat with this. I don't care about power eggs, by the way. If you're wondering why I'm like, hey, if you're like, hey, why aren't you getting all the enemies? It's like, I don't actually care. I just want to survive at this point. I'm gonna do this. More enemies incoming. Incoming could be a pun. Haha. I just realized. I think one song uses that pun actually. But I don't remember if I'm right or not. It's raining enemies. Oh, frick. That is a lot of enemies indeed. That's where the goal appears in the center over there. Shoot, I didn't take him out. Dang it. Oh boy, the launch pad is in the middle of this mess. That's gonna be fun to get to. Without a special, no less. Okay, risky strat, I'm gonna toss a bomb. That actually did work. So we're gonna do something really stupid. We're gonna just gun it. Okay, that actually worked. Sweet. I did not think that was actually gonna work as well as it did. I'm not gonna sugarcoat. I rushed in. I thought I was gonna probably die because of just being surrounded by a bunch of Octarians. So that actually went well, surprisingly. Oh, station indeed. Like, that's your feeling when you see a million enemies pop in, I feel. Slosher, Inkbrush, Curling Bomb. I gladly browse for hours and hours. Your gushing ramble brings me calm. Black bulging eyes stare far inside. What does he see deep within me? From his sharp gaze, no one can hide. Bisque. He is another one of the shopkeepers. Along with Sheldon, of course. Jump station! Jump and shoot your way to the goal. Might as well jump. Isn't that a song? I think that's a song. I'm so not up with current music or even old music that I don't even know. So we got the Pro and the What's the difference? I have a feeling Pro probably has more range. That's what it looks like. Oh, this is a fun level. It's a one-screen level. We can jump on bounce pad, hold B. Can use that launch pad to jump back to that earlier spot. Fire long-distance shots while jumping forward. Sweet jump. This is actually a pretty interesting level. It's just this one screen, and it's actually really hard to die in. They only give you one life for a reason. I gotta jump forward and try to use the blaster effects to basically hit the graplinks, and it's actually pretty fun. It's rather inventive. That's how it's done. Just gotta jump here and rinse and repeat. Oh, that one. Okay. There we go. Up to the top. Keep it up and head for the top. Got some more here. Like that. Got a bunch of switches. I don't know what these switches do. I actually don't remember. Probably stops it from rotating, if I had to guess. I don't like how these switches spin. So you can actually use the graplinks to pull yourself back. Or forward, even. You can do both. That's a Spirit 8. Hop on, let's go. So the final grappling is up there. Or not, wait, not final. That look of flying in the sky reminds me of, I did not have enough time to read that. And this is what happens when you mess up, you fall. But again, it's a pretty I just had to say it. It's a pretty non-hazardous level. Like, it's actually kind of difficult to die in this stage unless you fall off. But for the most part, it's a pretty chill level. It's just a pure skill thing that's very much dependent on just sort of trial and error, but not in a bad way. Like, I mean in a positive and an odd sort of way. It's just kind of a fun level because it is kind of about experimentation, because there's not really a lot of ways to fail in the traditional sense. Other than falling off, but other than that, it's pretty chill in a way. Like, there's not a lot of consequence for death, or for failing. Which is good, because I'm failing a lot, actually. Can you tell I don't use blasters very often? I really don't. I was playing Salmon Run earlier, and the Luna Blaster was in the rotation, and it was a miserable time. Let me tell you. It was not pretty to watch me try to use both a Luna and an E-Leader, because that was one of the other weapons. But that's the fun thing about Salmon Run, it forces you to actually learn other weapons. There we go. For goal in sight. I did not think that was going to work, but cool. I thought it was slightly out of range. Again, that took a little bit of time, but we didn't actually die. That's a pretty fun level because it's just like a pure skill kind of a thing, without a lot of consequences for death or failing That looked like merch. I have a feeling that's merch. Behind his dour one-eyed stare, our urchin friend conceals a yen for making the most out of gear. One-eyed stare. Bring it station. Carry the Rainmaker to the goal. We have time. So again, I don't like these levels. They kind of defeat the purpose of ranked. Because with ranked, you have to work together with people. With this, you don't work together with people, you're by yourself. So it just feels like kind of an odd concept. Also, it's very difficult playing ranked by yourself. It's like being on a team with 3 disconnects. Looks like trouble. Make a double. Okay, you'll be carrying the Rainmaker this time. No time to waste, go get it. Like, fun fact, I don't ever carry the Rainmaker. This looks just like Manta Maria. I always let other people carry the Rainmaker unless it's just that desperate of a situation. I just let someone else pick it up and I basically clear the line. I do not like being in charge of the Rainmaker. Case in point, the fact that I cannot shoot at all with this. I'm kind of just fumbling around. And also I just knocked myself off the platform by the sheer knockback of the Rainmaker. That was swell. This is a replica of the Manta Maria down to the very last detail. So again, the shield actually also does damage, so that's good to know. As someone who has died to that a lot, I know from experience. Shield breaking is actually a very potent weapon. Also, that is a Tenta Missile. Do not approve of the Tenta Missile. I'm taking kind of a roundabout path here. To be a little on the safe side. There we go, finally got a hit in. Goal in sight. There's a umbrella there. Got him. Got all of them. Hopefully, I was way cleared out enough to at least get to the goal. Hopefully. Okay, that was a little close for comfort, but we got him. Got the Rainmaker to the goal. No problem. This is stressful. This whole mode is stressful. I know a lot of people who like say, "Oh, I had to rage quit on this because I just couldn't keep doing this." And I don't blame anybody for doing that because again, this mode is very intense. A patch of sun, a fresh caught fish, no bribe will swerve your eye for turf, however desperately you wish. Judd and Little Judge. I would love like an eraser, because the mem cakes kind of look like little erasers. I would love one of these. Not to ever use it, mind you, but just as a collectible. I wouldn't be surprised if they made merch out of the mem cakes, no pun intended. This is the level I was thinking of last time, the Labyrinth. This level is a fun one. It's also a headache. We have to hit like 8 switches. And we're not timed, we can just chill. But the whole place we need to rotate. And this is a very much a test of skill, which is actually really fun. For example, break this. But we need to actually collect it. So we're gonna ink this floor on purpose, so we can actually climb up here and grab the data point. Again, this is a very inventive level, and I like it. Hit that switch to get this data point. These early data points go really fast. The last few will take a while. Once you're down to only 1, then it kind of slows your progress down a lot. There's the issue of this data point, which I feel like we need to approach in a very creative fashion. Let's do this. Okay, that was not how I expected that to spin at all. That threw me for a loop a little bit. But now we can climb up this. So again, this is a very inventive level, and I like it. Hit this switch. So now we can grab this data point. And also hit this again to get this data point, I think. Or fall, that works too. There's not a lot of places to recover ink, so it's kind of a slow level at times, but oh well. Or I can just fall off the wall to make it take even longer. So halfway there, reinforcements incoming. So now we have enemies to contend with. Or more enemies, I should say. I think I hit a switch twice, I heard. Okay, now is the time when it gets slightly lost in this level. So I see a data point up there. So obviously that's a good place to go. It's like a giant Rubik's Cube that we're just kind of spinning around. Now we're back at the start. Please rotate the way I think it will rotate. And that is not the way I thought it would rotate, but it works. We just need to rotate more times than I thought. Slightly awkward angle for this shot there. Got it. More flyers. No problem for us though. Now, how do we do this? I think we need to approach from the other side. At least that's what it looks like. Or drop. Yeah, but let's try dropping down. That might work. So one more. One more. Let's try dropping here. Talk about thinking outside the box. As we're in this cube. I'm kinda dizzy. Not the only one, Marina. Honestly, I kind of wish Marie and Marina didn't sound so close. Because I feel like sometimes I accidentally say Marie when I mean Marina. You know, like Callie and Pearl don't sound anything alike. Pearl and Marina kind of have similar sound to their names. So, that's the center room. Yeah, this is actually the center room. Where's the last one? Oh, that did not work as intended. That was a mistake. Climb. Get this. Oh, that answers the point of the question of where the last one was. And the last one is down there, I think. Okay, now I've completely lost my bearings. Wait, I see it. It's down there. Question is, how do we get to it? Oh, did I actually solve it by accident? I did. Okay, cool. I'll take it. Again, that wasn't entirely planned. I was just messing around and then ended up solving the puzzle by complete happenstance, which is actually part of the fun of puzzle solving, is not knowing what you're doing, kind of brute forcing your way through it, and actually finding a valid solution. And there you go. End of line F. 5 sets already. Where does the time go? You've come so far, and we've only just met. I was saving this for a special occasion, and I believe now qualifies. Really quickly before we end. Oh, what I'd give to be employed. Better I'd say to work for pay than ride the subway through the void. Mr. Grizz, who's just a bear statue. We're gonna get a reward next time like last time, so we're gonna end here. Finish up line J next time. Boss, cool. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Splatoon 2 Octo expansion.